Right everyone, it is Finn here, and in today's video we'll be previewing both semi-finals for Euro 2020, and I cannot believe that we are already at the semi-final stage of the competition. We started off Euro 2020 with 24 fantastic teams, and now only 4 remains, as we're about to witness Italy versus Spain and England versus Denmark in the semi-final of Euro 2020, and although only 4 teams remain, you could not ask for more quality, because in the Italy versus Spain game, Italy are on a 32 unbeaten game run, which is absolutely mental to think about. Where if you look at Spain, they've scored 10 goals combined in their last 2 games alone. This is going to be a highly competitive game and definitely going to be an interesting one to watch. Where if you look at the other semi-final, it is going to be England versus Denmark, and I don't feel like lots of people are giving Denmark much of a chance. Obviously the underdog out of all 4 of these teams, but I feel like that's why there's so much support behind this team. Obviously their main man Christian Eriksen suffering cardiac arrest in their opening game of the competition. There's a lot of support behind this Danish national team. Not many people expected them to get to the stage, but now people are starting to question, could they go all the way? And obviously looking at England, 5 clean sheets out of 5. They are looking like a rock solid team in terms of defensive abilities. Haven't won a major tournament in 55 years, and lots of people are putting pressure on England to win this tournament overall. As I said, 4 teams remain, but you could not ask for more quality, which, as I said in today's video, I'll be previewing both of these 2 semi-finals and talking about these 4 teams as a whole, how they've played this tournament. Which, before I get into my previews, I want to ask you guys to put down in the comment section down below, who do you think will be the Golden Boot winner at Euro 2020? Obviously Ronaldo and Schick are leading the race, but both of them are out of the competition. So do you think they'll win the Golden Boot, or do you think someone like Harry Kane will win? Tell me down in the comment section down below what you think. But getting into the first semi-final that I'm going to be talking about, Italy versus Spain. What a match that is going to be. Obviously a huge loss for Italy, as the likes of Spinazzola, their left back, is out of the competition with injury. He's been fantastic this tournament and probably has been my favorite left back of the competition in terms of how he's played. He's been brilliant, but has now been left out the squad with injury. But saying that, Italy as a whole, what a fantastic team. Donnarumma, when called upon, which is very little so far this tournament, been a fantastic goalkeeper. The 2 centre-backs being Bonucci and Chiellini. No, they're not modern fullbacks with cool haircuts, but old school centre-backs that get the job done. They have been fantastic. Midfield-wise, ever since Verratti has been introduced to this midfield, they've created so many chances and he has been brilliant. Maybe the attacking front is the only weak part of this Italian national team, as Immobile hasn't really hit the mark in terms of goals. Definitely seemed more mobile after Italy scored that goal versus Belgium. But you know what, saying all in all, this Italian national team is looking absolutely fantastic. I was one of those people that definitely slept on this team in the beginning of the competition. Didn't give them much hope. I thought in their group stages maybe they weren't tested to their full potential, and when they got to the quarterfinal versus Belgium, I thought they might struggle, but that test, they passed by a country mile. Attacking-wise, midfield-wise, defensively, they absolutely dominated that game versus Belgium. As I said, I supported Belgium for this tournament. I thought Belgium would win it, but you know what? I will gladly say that I was wrong about that game. Italy were fantastic, and they could easily go all the way. Where if you look at Spain, they have scored 10 goals in their last 2 games alone. That is fantastic. On the attacking front, they have definitely found their form. Alvaro Morata has started to score, which, what a tournament it has been. We have witnessed joy, heartbreak, surprising results. Alvaro Morata scoring a goal. I think this competition has just proven that absolutely anything can happen in the beautiful game of football. But jokes aside, the Spanish national team, they've been pretty good. I feel like we've underestimated how brilliant their fullbacks have been. I think Alba and Azpilicueta have been brilliant this competition. Defensively, attacking-wise, the Spanish national team is brilliant. But we've seen moments where they have switched off, obviously, because they almost lost their lead versus Croatia. And obviously, their opening game of the competition was a goalless draw versus Sweden. I wouldn't say that I've been 100% convinced by the Spanish national team. But Spain versus Italy, both teams are going to give it their absolute all, and absolutely anything can happen. Obviously Spain, I mean, defensively, they can be so solid to the point where they say, you know what, I'm bored, I want a tiny bit of pressure, let's score an own goal. But once again, jokes aside, I think both teams have so much quality, both teams could go all the way. I've just been slightly more convinced about this Italian national team, but as I said, both teams definitely could go through. Now obviously looking at the other semi-final, England versus Denmark, which Jordan Pickford getting 5 clean sheets this tournament. He is the first goalkeeper for England to get 7 consecutive clean sheets since Peter Shilton. I don't know what that says about Jordan Pickford, but he has been amazing this tournament. Obviously defensively, Harry Maguire has been a brick wall. Luke Shaw has been the English Roberto Carlos. 3 assists this competition and could be the top assist maker for the competition overall if he continues this form. I mean, definitely going to be the English Roberto Carlos, which begs the question, why can't Maguire and Shaw just do this for Manchester United? But once again, jokes aside, defensively, England have been solid this competition. Maybe they only weak point in my opinion is Kyle Walker. I don't think I've been impressed by him at all this competition. I think that they should start Reece James. I think midfield-wise, they have got a good balance between attack and defense from time to time, whether they have Mason Mount in there, Calvin Phillips, Jordan Henderson, who obviously scored his first goal for his nation after 67 games or something like that. Congratulations, Henderson. That is absolutely fantastic. And on the attacking front, maybe there have been a few weak points for England. Many people have called this England national team quite boring, which doesn't really matter. If they get 1-0 wins or whatever, doesn't really matter how boring you are if you win football at the end of the day. But that 4-0 win versus Ukraine obviously proved everyone wrong. Harry Kane finally getting on the score sheet once again. 3 goals for him this tournament. 2 versus Ukraine. Harry Maguire scoring a goal. Jordan Henderson scoring a goal. That was the complete performance for me. And if England could play like that versus every opponent they had, I could 100% see them win the Euros. Do I think they'll beat Denmark? Probably, to be honest with you. Once again, England are the favourites, one of the favourites to win the competition. Denmark are the underdogs. But Denmark could so easily do it. Schmeichel just 100% has shown that he's just not just Peter Schmeichel's son, that he has built his own legacy. He is one of the best goalkeepers in the business. Carr has been a fantastic centre-back. Chance he might miss the semi-final due to an injury, but if he plays, I feel like that defence of Denmark will be so solid versus England. And obviously midfield-wise, although they don't have Eriksen, Højbjerg, we've seen him do it for Tottenham Hotspurs, but once again, brilliant, dominating the midfield for Denmark, and one of the top assist makers once again for Denmark. I didn't see that coming, but he has been brilliant and can definitely be thanked for getting Denmark to get to this stage as a team. This Danish national team has been brilliant. Heading into the competition, I thought, you know what, I don't know how much of a chance they actually stand because they don't have much firing power up front. I don't think Braithwaite and Poulsen have been great strikers for their clubs, but Dolberg, the Nice striker, has been absolutely brilliant and has proven, maybe since the days that he left Ajax, maybe he still does have a future as a brilliant striker. As I said, Denmark, although the underdogs out of all of the teams, maybe there's an argument to make that maybe that's why they could win it overall. Not many people are expecting anything from them. But as I said, guys, 4 teams remain in the competition. Absolutely anyone of these 4 teams could make. And guys, that is pretty much my review or my preview for these 4 teams, for these 2 semi-finals. I'm not necessarily going to drop my predictions because that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to make a case, an argument, and what I think the problems are for all 4 of these teams. I think all 4 of these teams 100% could win it. Italy, looking at them, yes, I didn't think they were tested until they met Belgium, but 100% proved that they could go all the way. And Spain, if they don't switch off defensively, could 100% get to the final. Looking at England, defensively have been solid, but they'll only really win the competition as a whole if they play like they did versus Ukraine in terms of both the attacking and defensive front. Where Denmark, once again, they can pull a few surprises. If they start the game strong, they could definitely win it. If they start with the guns running, then 100% could do it. Guys, 4 fantastic teams have made it to this stage of the competition for a reason. Don't forget, guys, teams make it to the semi-finals of competition for a reason. No one's here by fluke. They all deserve their spots. But who's going to win it? Guys, that is my preview for the semi-finals of Euro 2020. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Once again, guys, if you are not subscribed and you want to catch more regular football content, make sure that you are subscribed, as we are so close to 1,500 subscribers, which never saw that coming, but I would really appreciate hitting that goal. Along with hitting the like button down below, could we please get this video to 20 likes? That would be huge. And obviously, guys, thank you if you have watched to this point. This has been Finn, FYNN. Good luck to all the 4 teams that are remaining, and well done to every other team this competition who's made it to this stage. Guys, this has been Finn, FYNN. Cheers.